Let me ask you guys something honest, okay? So you've watched many of my videos, you've maybe implemented something out of these videos, you've done the research, you understand the business model, so you know rent to rent works. So why haven't you tried anything? It can't be because you don't know what rent to rent is or what it can do for you. It can't be because you can't afford it, because there's many different strategies. Social housing, for example, you can do with literally no money down. You can set up your business for about £450 and then you can get going. Deal sourcing, bespoke deal sourcing, all no money down deals. You don't need money to take on properties. You're not taking on the properties. But every time you think about committing, something stops you. Is it because you believe that you can't do it? What if it doesn't work for you? Genuine question. Let me know in the comments, because you're on my channel for a reason. You're not a lazy person. You found this business model, so you're ambitious. You just don't know if this is going to work for you. That's my assumption. I also think it's the thoughts that are going around in your head. What if this doesn't work for me? What if people laugh at me? What if people say this is a pyramid scheme? What if I sound like an idiot? What if I fail? What if estate agents or landlords ask me something I can't answer? Will I look stupid? Then they'll know I have no idea what I'm doing, so I look silly. I know that thought. I know how it feels, because I had exactly the same feelings at the start, and I made the phone calls anyway. But today in this video, I want to walk through exactly what happens when these feelings show up and how to make the phone call anyway. Because on the other side of that phone call is everything you've been watching other people build. So let's go. So here's the first thing that I think you guys need to hear. You're not scared of the phone call. That's not what that anxious feeling or the nerves are about. You speak to people every day. You speak to your mates, you speak to work colleagues, strangers. You have conversations with people every single day. What you're actually scared of is being seen trying something new that people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand. And then having the questions thrown at you, and then you not really understanding how to answer them. Also being seen stepping outside of what is already expected of you. Being seen to build something and potentially fail at that something in front of your friends and family. Because trust me, we've all got those voices in the back of our mind. Family, friends, one of your mates saying, oh, that's a scam, mate. Maybe it's a version of yourself that's already been told, you know, don't get too big for your boots. Who do you think you are? That's the real thing underneath those voices, that fear. It's not the landlord, it's not the estate agent, it's not the script you need to say. It's that question. Who do you think you are? If you don't know me, my name's Kenny. I've helped hundreds of people start a rent-to-rent business and help them escape the 9-to-5 using properties that they do not even own. We just control them. I'm not going to tell you that that fear goes away. I'm going to tell you something more useful. That fear is irrelevant, because the estate agent has no idea who you are, your limiting beliefs, your background, nothing. All they want to understand is, can you solve their and the landlord's problem? So let me give you a bit of an insight to what an estate agent is actually dealing with on a Tuesday morning. Got a stressed landlord on the phone because they've got an empty property. It's had minimal viewings for the last 6 weeks. The agent has tried a few savvy things. They've removed it from Rightmove. They put it back on so it says added today. They've inflated the price, then reduced it again so it says reduced today, and it's still sat on the market. They've got maintenance issues on that property, that property, that property. There's multiple property managers which are managing many different properties. There's just one landlord on their list that is slightly upset. They've also got tenants that haven't paid, and they've got targets to hit, and they've not got enough guaranteed rent solutions to offer. And then guess what? Tuesday afternoon, you ring. And then what do you say? You say, hi, my name's Kenny. I'm looking for a landlord that may be open to the guaranteed rent model. I want to work with estate agents so they handle the management. I will just pay guaranteed rent, no voids, less hassle for you guys, less stress for the landlord. Do you know what that sounds like to the right estate agent that actually wants to work with company lets? You're like music to their ears. You have just brought them the solution. So you're not just a new nervous cold caller coming out of nowhere. You've got a solution to their problem. You're making their life easier, and you've come to them. So the moment you understand that, it should reframe it in your mind. Like, you're not begging or trying to convince estate agents to give you properties. It's you have a service which solves a problem for the estate agent and the landlord. You just have to find an estate agent that has that problem. Once you do that, the call changes completely. Okay, so what do we actually say? The script is so simple. This is what I want you guys to say. You find a property on Rightmove. Let's say it's any property whatsoever. We don't look for deals. We're not looking for the perfect deals. We're just looking for a property. As long as it doesn't say in the description, we do not work with company lets, then it's fine to call them. And you could just say this, hi, I'm looking at your properties on Rightmove. I can't really see anything, but I just just thought, right, this is a cold call script. I thought I'd just give you a shout. Do you work with company lets? Have you got any landlords on the books where they're struggling to let their properties out and would be open-minded to guaranteed rent? So casual. You could go even simpler than that. Cold call an estate agent. Hi, I haven't got a property in mind. I just thought I'd give you guys a quick call and ask a quick question if that's okay. Sure, of course you can. Do you work with company lets? So simple. You will literally get a yes or no answer. This is one of the main stumbling blocks, like the first hurdle that people need to get over, and a lot of people struggle to get over it. So I've tried to make it as simple and process as possible, but still people freeze because you don't know what to say, or you're worried about what if the estate agent asks you a question, you won't know how to answer it. That's really it, is ask them, do they work with company lets? Or find a property. Hi, I'm looking at XYZ Street. It's up for £1,700. Just curious, would the landlord be open to a company let on this one? That's it. So you don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to say you're just starting out. You are a business owner. You're a director. Own it. Be very clear, professional, specific. I'm looking to talk to someone about properties where the landlord would be open to a company let arrangement, please. That's it, guys. Any one of those. Keep it dead simple. And then the next thing is really important. Don't say anything at all. Let them do the talk. A lot of estate agents may say, can I take some details? Can I take some of your details? So make sure you are a compliant business. Don't just try this before actually starting a business because you're trying it to see if it works. I promise you guys, if you're going to do that just to find out if this works, it works. I think it's quite evident. So don't try, because you'll just ruin relationships with estate agents. If you're going to do this, go and set up a legitimate business, set up a website, email address, then make the phone calls, because estate agents, they will ask you for your details. And then what will you say on the phone? It's like, yeah, my email is kenny121funky@hotmail.co.uk. That's not going to go down well. That's not my actual email, by the way, but that's how it would sound if you give them a personal email. And worst case scenario, if they ask you a question you don't understand, just say, that's a very good question. What I'll do is email across some data and some information about what we do. Just wing it that way. That's it. No one's expecting you to be an expert and a professional on the phone on day one. All they expect you to be is clear, get straight to the point, because they value their time. They're very busy people. So you can absolutely do that. If you can do that, comment I can do that in the comments. Direct to landlord calls feels a lot scarier than talking to estate agents because it feels more personal. You're talking to the actual owner of this property. So here's how I want you to reframe it in your mind. You're not talking to a landlord who is intimidating, sharp, a property mogul, okay? You are talking to a landlord that might have a problem and you've got the solution. That's it. That's literally what you need to lock in your mind. You're not here to convince or sell. They're tired of chasing rents. They're tired of breakdowns, maintenance, tenants, tenant rights, EPC changes. Like, they're tired of being a landlord. They're tired of managing something that they bought thinking it would be passive, and it's not passive at all. So your call to them sounds a bit like this. Hi, I come across your property on Facebook Marketplace. It looks perfect. It's just what I'm looking for. Can I ask, how long has it been advertised? Have you had much interest? Why are you letting it yourself? Have you tried estate agents? What are you going to do if it gets let? Are you self-managing? Do you want to self-manage? What you're trying to do here is discover if they have a problem, or are they just wanting to rent it out and they're happy to manage it themselves? If that's the case, you're never going to convince them. If they're like, yeah, I've tried estate agents, they're all rubbish. Perfect. Now there's a gap. Okay, I'm a small family-run business. You know, we don't have hundreds of properties on our books. Your property will get our full attention. I like to call it a discovery phase. You're just asking like questions. Use ChatGPT to give you loads of questions. Give it context that you're trying to, discover whether a landlord that is letting their property out on Facebook or Gumtree or whatever, whether they have a problem and they'd consider this. It will give you a lot of questions to ask the landlord to discover if there's a gap that you can fill. Do they have a problem? You have the solution. That's it. This isn't, oh yeah, it's guaranteed rent, there's no voids. If they hear that you're selling, they'll run a mile. Ask them questions, find their problems, then casually, oh yeah, we can solve all that for you. Yeah, I'll rent it from you. Yeah, I run a small-time family business. It's just me and my wife. Yeah, I'll rent it from you. Keep it so straightforward. Trust me, I've done that. And they're like, what do you mean you'll rent it from me? Yeah, I run a guaranteed rent. Your property's perfect for it. Then what happens is they start selling the property to you. But let's be frank, a lot of landlords will say no. It's a minority that will be curious. So it's a numbers game. What they won't do is they won't laugh at you. Or if they do, or if they get rude, then they're just a knob. Just don't give them a reason to. I want to tell you something about what happens after that very first phone call. Not the first deal, not the first property, the first phone call. Something massive shifts because you did the thing that you were scared of. And guess what? The world did not end. The agent didn't slam the phone down on you. The landlord didn't hang up. You didn't forget your own name. You had a conversation, a professional, normal conversation. And then you realize the version of you that was terrified of that moment, the version was wrong about you. You're more capable than what that version believes. That's not a small thing, guys. This was monumental for me. One of my very first phone calls, go to my oldest listing on YouTube. I've recorded my first ever phone call. Go watch it. I was terrified. And after that phone call, this is how I felt.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Shaking. It's not that bad, you know, she's just a human. I was worried she was going to say, yeah, still available. On to the next one. It is one of the most important moments and feelings in building business because it proves to you that you can do this. And once you know that, the second call is easier. The 10th phone call is easy. The 20th is just flowing straight out of you. And then by the 40th phone call, you can't even remember why you were scared. You laugh at it. But it all starts with one phone call today. I want to get honest with you for a second because I've spoken to enough clients and enough people, enough strangers to know that the first call isn't the real blocker. Sometimes a real blocker is this. If I make the phone call, it becomes real. And if it becomes real, what if I fail? I was worried she was going to say, yeah, still available. And if I fail, I have to face the fact that I tried and failed. Because right now, not starting feels safe. It's safe. You can still tell yourself that you're going to do it. You can still have that dream intact. The call makes progress real. It's terrifying, and I can relate. Shaking. But here is the truth. The fact of the matter is, this is more terrifying. 5 years from now, still doing exactly the same thing. Still watching the same content. Still watching people join after you discovered this and watch them to go on and succeed. Still saying, I'm nearly ready. And knowing quietly, for a moment, you could have gone and you could have started. Regret is heavier than failure every time. I would hate the fact to get to the end of my life and have regrets. The call is not the risk. Not calling is the risk. No progress is risky. Working for somebody else for 40, 45 years and working 8 hours a day and relying on that one income, that's risky. I'm not going to say jump on a phone call with a landlord by today. Right? I'm not going to say go and book 3 viewings in with an estate agent by Friday. And I'm going to ask you to do one thing today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Don't give yourself excuses today. Go on Rightmove, type in your area, put in a 40-mile radius, put in a keyword, company let, press enter. Then scroll down, then you've got an estate agent that works with company lets. Potentially, it will be in that description somewhere, either we do not work with company lets or company lets available. Then I want you to just write their number down. Just write it down. Don't ring them yet, don't ring them, just get the number. Then I want you to be honest with yourself and go to the start of this video and you heard the scripts that I said you could say to the estate agent. So just walk around your kitchen, walk around your garden, wherever you're comfortable and read them aloud. Speak them aloud. Don't say it to anybody, just loud so you can hear it, just to hear yourself say those words. You need to hear yourself sounding like someone who does this because that's who you are now, a director of a rent-to-rent company. You just haven't made the call yet. Every person you've ever watched build something started on the very first call or a first awkward introduction, the very first moment where they felt completely out of their depth and they did it anyway. You are not behind, you're not late, you're not less capable than the next person. You're just at the moment before the very first call. And that moment where you are right now is exactly where it starts. Shaking. It's not that bad, you know, she's just a human.